Hey guys, Sunblaze here. Welcome to week number 17 of the Minecraft Sim League. And it is cycle 3, week number 5. We've got just 2 weeks to go. This is second to last week. So this week we are going to be playing for feathers. We are all done with the 1v1 games, and now it is time for the 1v1, I guess. But it is 4 feathers, 4 teams going head to head in 6 matches to decide who will win in the second to last week of the first season of the Minecraft Sim League. And if you've watched up to this point, I want to say thank you guys. It's been a crazy journey, and I'm just glad to have you guys along. Yeah, so let's see how our standings are looking. 17 or I guess 16 weeks in. Flyers, of course, still in first, 72.5 points, basically uncatchable as it stands. But one team will be taking away the cycle points from cycle number 3, and they might have a chance. So we then have the Chargers on 64 in second, and the Edge 49.5 in third. Then rounding out the top 8, it's the Jockeys, the Sunrays, the Savannah Cats, the Tridents, and the Cherries. And going all the way down here in the relegation zone in danger, we have the Undead, we have the Phantoms, the Bucketheads, and the Diamondeers, which will be replaced by teams from the second division for next season. We only have 3 teams in the second division as it stands, so just these 3 teams will be going down. But if one of you comments, you could become the team to replace the fourth, or to get that 4th spot in the Minecraft Sim League. So all you gotta do is comment down below. Speaking of which, I don't know if you saw last week's video, but we have welcomed a new team. We got the Synergized Beans. Thank you, Bryson, for that. And all you gotta do, if you want a team in the second division, what, what the? Hello? What? Um. Well. Well. I. Okay, so now we have 4 teams in the second division. If you want a team in the second division, all you gotta do is comment down below, and you will get an extra spot. And then we can have a very exciting one cycle of the second division, where the 4 teams, or where if we have more than 4 teams, they will battle it out for a spot. One cycle for a spot in the second, or in the Minecraft Sim League for next season. So yeah, all you gotta do is comment down below for that. Anyway, with that nonsense out of the way, let's get into today's matches. We will be doing 4 feathers, 6 matches of 4 feathers. Starting with match number 1, we got the Flyers, the Whitewoods, the Hive Mind, and the Diamondeers. Then moving on, we'd be on to the Undead, the Tridents, the Violets, and my Sunrays. And then in match number 3, it'll be the Detonators, the Bucketheads, the Jockeys, and the Pillagers. Then we've got the Chargers, the Gapplers, the Bone Bows, and the Cherries. Match number 5, it'll be the Lush Dwellers, the Phantoms, the Sniffers, and the Savannah Cats. And then in match number 6, we'll have the Royal Hogs, the Copper Golems, the Dog Pack, and the Edge. And without further ado, let's get right into match number 1, the Flyers, the Whitewoods, the Hive Mind, and the Diamondeers. And if you don't remember how 4 feathers works, we will press this button. It'll launch up either an arrow, a spectral arrow, or one of these firework rockets. An arrow landing in a quadrant is worth 2 points. A spectral arrow is worth 5. If one of those arrows lands on like the white line, then it'll be given to both teams. And then the firework rocket is worth 10 points for the color of the team that like the color of the team that has the color of the. I don't know. English is not Englishing for me this morning, and we also have the checkered firework, which will automatically end the game. Other ways we can end the game are if somehow we launch up every single every single one of these arrows. If we launch every other firework besides the checkered, that ends the game. Or if the arrow lands right back on top of the dispenser, that will also end the game. So, and then the winner obviously is the team with the most points. When that happens, we've also got 4 of these feathers, hence the name, 4 feathers, and that will mark an item frame to show that their firework has been launched up. So let's get our scoreboard up and let's get right into match number 1. So there we go. Right into match number 1. We're going to start off with a firework, the green firework. So the Diamond Deer starting off here with 10 points. And we move on next to another firework, and it'll be the red firework for the Whitewoods. So 2 teams on 10 as it stands. Another firework. It'll be the blue one this time for the Flyers. They're looking for a win. They haven't done super well this cycle so far. Now, will we get an arrow? We will. It comes up, and I thought that was going to land right back on the dispenser, but it is 2 points for both the Whitewoods and the Flyers. So now a 2-way tie for first as we get another firework here, and that is going to be the checkered to end it for us. Flyers and Whitewoods sharing the win here, 12 points apiece. And so match number 1 goes the way of the Flyers and the Whitewoods, both with 12 points. I've mind getting 0 that round. Diamond Deers just 10. So let's now check where our medalists were last cycle. It was the Flyers with 17 points getting the gold, and the silver was 15. The bronze was also 15, but 15 on a loss. So that is the threshold, it appears. 12 points there for the Sniffers was not enough. 14 points, the Trident's not enough. And let's check our other one. Violets with 22, so that is the record. I doubt that will be broken. We have been getting I don't think we've broken any records now in cycle 3. It's been pretty low scoring overall, so. But we shall see. Let's get right back into it. With match number 2, the Undead, the Tridents, the Violets, and the Sunrays. So here we go for match number 2 out of 6. We're going to start off with a firework, and it's the checkered. That is possible, unfortunately, in 4 feathers. Probably the most common sport to just end immediately. But all the hype for that. Excited to see my Sunrays play, and nobody scores any points. 0s across the board. And yeah, that is that is something that can happen in 4 feathers, so that is how it is going to end. So we start and we immediately end Undead, Violets, Tridents, and Sunrays all on 0. And a little anticlimactic. Sorry if you're a fan of any of these other teams as well. 0s across the board. It'll be, what is that, 1 point for everybody. So 4 matches to go. Let's get right back into it. On to match number 3, the Detonators, the Bucketheads, the Jockeys, and the Pillagers. And here we go, ready for match number 3, Detonators, Bucketheads, Jockeys, Pillagers. And we're going to start off, I thought that was going to be another checkered firework, but we do get 1 for the Detonators. So now the Detonators on 10 as we get another firework here, and it will be 10 points for the Bucketheads now. They're currently sitting in relegation, so that is going to do a lot of help for them, as now they will get 2 points here to take the lead. And right back into it we go with another firework. It is going to be the green firework for the Pillagers. And we continue on. Another firework, and that will end it regardless whether it was the checkered or the yellow, because that was the last of the fireworks that was not checkered. So that is going to give us the win there. And yeah, Bucketheads take the win above all the other teams, scoring 10. And this one finishes with the The Bucketheads on top. 12 above all the other teams, 10. And I don't know, I guess that might be enough for a medal. We're already 3 games in, and 12 is still the gold, 10 still being the bronze, or the the silver. So 0 is the bronze, which is kind of crazy. But well, I guess these guys would all get a bronze because it'd be 0 and plus 0 plus win. I mine wouldn't get anything, but we'll see if that changes. We've had some pretty low-scoring medalists in our previous weeks this cycle, so we'll see if that trend continues as we get right back into it. As we hit the halfway mark and past it in today's matches, it's on to match number 4, the Chargers, the Gapplers, the Bone Bows, and the Cherries. And here we are with match number 4, starting off with a normal arrow to the Bone Bows for 2 points. So they are going to take a meager lead as we now have a spectral arrow landing between the Chargers and the Cherries, so they will take lead jointly. 5 points apiece for the Chargers and the Cherries. And now with the green firework, we'll see the Cherries take the lead and the gold medal as it stands. They're up to 15 points as we get another spectral arrow landing. Oh my goodness. That is pixel perfect. What are the odds of that happening? I don't even know who to give this to. It's literally on the border between all the blocks. I'm going to say because I can see like red here and red here, because it's on like, so like the center point is in the red. So I'm going to give 5 points to the Gapplers now, so they're on the board. Obviously, there wasn't supposed to be any way for teams to 3-way split, but that was kind of crazy, as the Cherries will add to their lead here with 2 more. So the Cherries might even be looking for the record as we get another firework, and it's the blue one for the Chargers. They need a medal here if they have if they want to have hopes of catching the Flyers. And a win would do them awesome or great as well. As we now have an arrow landing right back on top of the dispenser, which ends our game. Cherries getting the win, 17 points of the Chargers on 15. Gepplers and Bone Bows left behind there. Finally, we had an exciting match there. And the Chargers putting up a good performance, but 15 points, not enough to get the win. 5 for the Gapplers, 2 for the Bone Bows. And the Cherries taking the win, 17 points. And the gold medal with Chargers now in second as well. And so it will be the Flyers, the Whitewoods, and the Bucketheads sharing bronze as it stands. But we've got 2 matches left. Buckle up, let's get right back into it. On to match number 5. The Lush Dwellers, the Phantoms, the Sniffers, and the Savannah Cats. And here we go for match number 5, starting off with a firework. And it's the checkered firework once again. So all 4 of these teams, like match number 2, receiving 0 points overall, but they will split the season points and they will get 1 apiece. So not all bad, but nothing on the scoreboard for anybody. And once again, everyone getting 0. Phantoms, Sniffers, and Savannah Cats. So we have just 1 match left to go. If you have enjoyed so far, make sure to like and subscribe if you aren't already. I appreciate each and every view, each and every subscriber that I get. And of course, if you want a team in the second division with a chance to play for a place in the Minecraft Sim League for next season, all you got to do is comment down below. Thank you so much. And let's get right back into it with match number 6. We got the Royal Hogs, the Copper Golems, the Dog Pack, and the Edge. So here we go for our final match. Match number 6. Is it going to end immediately? No, it doesn't. Royal Hogs starting off with 10 points. And right back into it with another firework. That will be the green for the Edge. And no arrows yet. It's yet another firework for the dog pack. So the next firework will end it, whether it be the checkered or the red for the copper golems. But we are going to get a 5-point boost for the dog pack. And that very well could be the win right there as it comes to an end. 10 points for the copper golems, so they will tie the Royal Hogs in the edge to end it. But the dog pack get the win and the silver medal as they get 15 points and a win, beating 15 points and a loss. That was on the other. The other silver. So now that team is going to drop down to bronze, and we will have 3 outright medalists. Unlike last week, I was thinking we were going to have another um, another week where we have like a bunch of silver and bronze medalists, but that is not the way it is going to be today. Dog pack take the win. And the Royal Hogs put up a good fight, but it is not to be. They lose their first match of the cycle, but they are still going to get some points. They're going to get half a point here for tying for second in their game as the dog pack take the win on 15, and the edge also get 10 there. So, oh sorry, the copper golems did not get 0. They got 10. My bad. My scoreboard that I have in my notes is off. That's my bad. So, that is it. We are done now with week number 17. So, let's add up these points and move on to our very last week here in the Minecraft Sim League. So, here is how it's looking. 3 outright medalists this week with the Cherries on 17 points, getting the gold medal. Chargers on 15 and a loss, earning bronze. And the dog pack also 15 points. But since they won their game, they will get the silver ahead of the Chargers. But Chargers some good, well-needed points anyway if they want to catch the Flyers before the end of the season. But let's quickly add up our standings and see how close they're getting here today. So here is how our standings are looking after 17 weeks of play with just 1 week to go. The Flyers in first place, 73.5 points. Chargers in second on 69. Then it's the Edge in third on 50. The Jockeys on 49, and then the Cherries, jumping all the way up to fifth, 47.7 with the Sunrays, 44.5 in sixth. The Savannah Cats, 43 in seventh, and the Tridents, 37.5 in eighth. With this last spot here being battled now between 2 teams, dog pack with a chance to get into the Cobblestone Cup, which will be right after the conclusion of our season. And this is how it looks going all the way down the line. Plenty of teams close to the drop, even the Hive Mind only 2 points ahead of the Undead. Now with 4 second division teams, all these teams facing the drop. So we will see how that ends this cycle. Royal Hogs still leading it, but it's getting very close now. Plenty of teams still with a shot with 1 week left to catch the Royal Hogs. Sunrays, the Chargers, the Savannah Cats, and the Sniffers all on 7. The Jockeys, the Copper Golems on 6.5, and then the Cherries and the Dog Pack on 6 out of 8 possible points. So looking very strong indeed. Royal Hogs, if they were to get the 2 cycle points, they would jump up into the top 8. So that is a possibility for both of these teams that the Royal Hogs could catch them. So looking for even medals in the last week, which will be drop 6s. Very exciting final day of matches. And last reminder, if you want a team in the second division, all you have to do is comment down below, or I guess find my IP and join. But anyway, we've got the Gothic Warriors, the Blood Roses, the Synergized Beans, and now the Origin from Piggy 793. And yeah, 4 teams in second division. If you want to join them with a chance to play for a spot in the Sim League for next season, all you got to do is comment down below. You don't have to be subscribed. You don't have to like the video because I have no idea how to track those things. But Yeah, that's all you gotta do is comment down below, and thank you for everyone that's done it so far, everyone who's liked, everyone who's subscribed, and every single view, each and every one of you guys that has watched my videos. I really appreciate it. It makes my day just to see that number go up. So, um, yeah, we have just 1 week left of our Minecraft Sim League journey, and Four Feathers has come to a close. We've got just drop sixes left to go. So with that, for the penultimate time, I want to say thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe and see ya.